Hello traders, hope you're doing well. Today, both Nifty and Bank Nifty in the starting itself opened with a very big red candle. In the first 1 minute itself, if you can see here, I'll change the time frame to 1 minute. In the first 1 minute itself, you can see how big of a movement the market has done. So looking at this kind of move, if someone would have thought of entering a put option also, where would they place their stop loss? It would have been very difficult in both the index. After that, during the first half, both the index started to move slowly towards the downside. Only post 1 o'clock we could see a small recovery in both the index. There are certain important things which I have noted down to discuss about today's market. The first thing is Nifty, it closed around 310 points lower than Friday's close. I will not consider this more a trading day. All the sectors ended up in red today with significant decline, especially in finance, oil and technology stocks. Now major contributors for today's market fall is Reliance Industry, Infosys, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank. So these were one of the top contributors for today's market fall. Now there are two global influences which has affected our market. The first thing is upcoming US election. Now we all know presidential election is on 5th of November. Market wants to know if Trump will win or Kamala Harris will win. Based on who wins the election, the market will react according to that. Because of this upcoming event, India VIX also increased today by around 5.1%, indicating high market uncertainty. Now, one more important update is on 7th of November, we have Fed meeting. So during this meeting, people are anticipating there is going to be a rate cut, but I feel in the month of November they're going to keep this on hold. Maybe in the month of December we can expect 0.5 rate cut. This is my personal expectation based on what is happening in the market. Now coming to oil price raised by around $1.18. Now it stands around $74.28 per barrel. One of the reason for this is pressure between Israel and Iran war. There is global tension. Because of that, oil price also has increased. When oil price increase, it will affect Reliance Industry also. That is why Reliance also has fallen today. Now, investors are patiently waiting for the US election results. Now, in case Trump wins, China recently they announced stimulus, right? If Trump wins, he is against China. So, stimulus what they announce can be a better offer. That time, investors who's holding on their money, they can again take out money from India and start investing in Chinese market. So this is something that we need to be careful about. And European market also is closely watching the US election. That also will have impact based on US election results. So to summarize, today's market overall we could see a decline. All sectors indices ended up in red, reflecting broad-based market sell-off. Now today morning, as soon as the market opened, I could see Nifty and Bank Nifty moving below our support level which we discussed, but that did not give me any confidence to take trade. Let's say you enter the trade here. Where will you place your stop loss? That would be a bit challenging. So I expected at least a small recovery before the downtrend continues. Somewhere around 9:30, I was looking to attempt for a small call option trade, the trade which I took already based on price action and stop loss hunting, but we could not see any big movement. Then I simply decided to close the trade and wait for a better setup. Next setup which I shared in the group was this. Bank Nifty gave a breakdown. We could see a recovery. So expectation is Bank Nifty can move towards the downside. Our support level will become the resistance. I clearly said only when this happens, we will have an opportunity on the put option side. So here breakdown, retest, and then we got a decent momentum towards the downside. In Nifty's case, around 10:10, I shared the screenshot. A lot of put option writers are considering 24,000 as a strong support. If it breaks, we can see a possible big move. So at this zone, when 24,000 level was broken, Nifty also continued this moment. So quickly during the morning, I changed my view from bullish to bearish at this zone, and then I discussed about the setup and Nifty setup also. Somewhere around 1 p.m. I said people will be thinking about covering their shorts. So put option traders, please be very careful. So I think from 1 o'clock itself, Nifty started recovering and Bank Nifty also recovered. But the movement was not that great. I expected at least 50% correction. We did not get that. Majority of the movement happened during the first half itself. In second half, market was just staying sideways, trapping retail traders. So that was about today's market. Let's quickly discuss about what kind of opportunities we have for tomorrow. Traders, what you're looking at right now is a chart of Bank Nifty, 15 minutes time frame. Now I have marked some important levels on this chart. First is this level. You can see previously it was acting as a good support. Market continuously bounced whenever it reached this level. Now this level is 51,000. it is a psychological level. Next, I mark this trend line. This trend line is acting as a good resistance level. So you can see from the upper zone, market is forming lower highs and lower lows and moving towards the downside. This is showing from upside there is selling pressure. So it doesn't make sense for us to look for a call option trade as long as market comes out of this trend line zone. Now here, one interesting observation is from this zone, market continuously it moved towards the upside, right? So the buyers who entered here during this rally, they would have already made profit, or when market corrected so much, they would have exited because there was 50% correction. Now this zone becomes very important in the market. You can see there is a gap here, right? Tomorrow, let's say market opens below 51,000. What would many people do? Market is in a downtrend. Again, we have got a breakdown here. Then let us plan for a put option trade. But I personally feel this breakdown can be a trap because the buyers who entered here, they already exited. There's no stop loss hunting level at the bottom. So to create liquidity or to trap put option buyers, if market opens with a gap down, first it can move towards the upside, remove all the weak put option buyers, it can give a breakout, attract call option buyers, later it can correct. So first the required liquidity is created, only then market has corrected. So this is a move which I am expecting tomorrow. But what if market opens within this range itself? We can notice that put option writers are safely sitting at 51,000. So as long as this level breaks, they're not going to exit, they're just going to stay in the market. And if we enter within this zone, most probably we can get stuck in this kind of range. So to avoid that, planning for any kind of trade if market is consolidating within this range is not a good idea. We will wait for a setup. Now what kind of setup? First setup, I said after this breakdown, market can reverse at this upper zone. After giving a breakout, market can correct. Here we can be looking for a reversal setup, or at this upper zone, I will give you a range here. What we can do is from swing high to swing low, we will draw the Fibonacci. Now this becomes a crucial zone. After this breakout, any reversal setup here, we will plan for put, because here giving a breakout, market has attracted call option buyers at the breakout. After trapping them, we can expect correction. So from the lower end might have an opportunity towards the upside, and from the upper side we might have an opportunity towards the downside. So because of this, what happens? In market, volatility will be created. In this volatility, as option buyers, we can look for opportunity. Apart from this, if we just enter directly at this breakdown, yes, this level is tested many times. If it breaks, market can become weak. But first expectation is it will reverse, remove weak players, only then correct. So if you quickly enter the trade here, you might get trapped. So please try to avoid that. As of now, marking this trend line, the support and this area becomes very important. You can see there is a gap here. Market can fill this gap, retest. Later, if it makes a momentum like this, here with small stop loss, we have opportunity on the downside. After every breakdown, a correction is required. So let this correction happen. Then if you're getting a breakdown, we will consider put, not immediately at the breakdown. So this is my view about Bank Nifty. Further details will be shared in the pre-market report in our Telegram channel. You can scan this QR code to join. Link is also provided in the description box. Live market update as usual, we will be sharing in the private Telegram group. Now let's quickly discuss about Nifty. Traders, this is Nifty chart 4-hour time frame. I've taken this time frame because there is an important level which I need to share with you. From 26th October, if I draw a trend line like this and I extend this trend line, you can see this trend line has been acting as a good support. From here, market bounced. Again, from this zone, we could see a bounce. And in today's market also, continuously there was a momentum towards the downside and market is respecting this trend line. So marking this level becomes very important. Now in Nifty, there is a problem. Let me switch to 15 minutes time frame. In this chart, you can see Nifty currently it has closed somewhere near 24,000 psychological level. In this zone, what has happened is a lot of people have bought both call option and put option. This means people have applied long straddle. What they would do in case market moves in one direction, let's say it moved towards the upside, they will exit from their put trade and hold their call trade. But me personally, I feel at this zone, planning for any kind of trade at 24,000 psychological level is not a good idea. Rather, let's say market opened flat, started to move towards the upside. Simply what we will do is we will mark an important level, which is today's low. On a 4-hour time frame, we have seen how important this level is, 23,800. Now in case in the future, if Nifty breaks 23,800 level, then with small stop loss, we'll be looking for a put option trade where we can expect a continuation in the downtrend. So the next target in Nifty can be 23,600 zone. Below that we have 23,400. So the best thing that we can do is when Nifty goes below 23,800 level, after this retest, we'll be planning for put option trade where our target will be 23,600 and then 23,400. This is an opportunity on the put side we can have a look at. Next, I would like to draw a trend line like this. Continuously, this trend line has been acting as resistance. Tomorrow, in case Nifty opens flat or slight gap up, starts moving towards the upside, randomly rather than planning for any call option trade, we can avoid taking any kind of trade within this range. Let market decide where it wants to move next. If it goes below this level, we'll be looking for put option trade, or if it goes above this level, gives a breakout somewhere near 24,400, retest, breaks this upper level, then with small stop loss, we can be looking for call option trade. In price action, there is a pattern where continuously market will move towards the downside, create liquidity, later it can move up. So the upward movement can be up to 50%. So after this breakout, we will wait for a retest. If the breakout continues, then our next target can be 24,800 level, 2,500 zone. So like this pullback moment we can expect. Traders, as of now, this is my view about both Nifty and Bank Nifty. If you enjoyed this analysis, then share your support by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you think this content will be useful for your friends, please share it with them. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one.